Hi there guys, thanks for joining our first play of Lion Rampant from Osprey Wargames. This is one of the Blue Book range that Osprey do, and it's a sort of a light beer and pretzel style little medieval war game that John and I are going to be playing. Hey John.
Hello.
So myself, Jason, and John will be playing 24-point retinue warband. Basically, the warband we got, I managed to get a second-hand army, if you like, for Fireforge figures from a friend of mine. I bought it second-hand of him, and then I took the army and split it exactly halfway down the line. So John and I have the exact same warbands. We haven't got around to painting the armies yet. I started painting some of my stuff this week. So hopefully in future games you'll see them getting painted. But just to show you the warband itself, I've got some not foot sergeants, these are foot men-at-arms, with which my Eobard the Stronger is joined. So they got the ferocious rule, the armor 4, they're pretty solid. Then I've got some mounted squires over here, or mounted yeomen. They got obviously the crossbows. And then I've got some foot sergeants, and down there I've got crossbowmen. And then I also have a unit of mounted men-at-arms who will be joining the fray as we go. So just to let you know, we'll obviously, as our first play, we will be making some mistakes, but we'll be explaining some of the rules as we go along so that you can understand what we're doing. These books obviously you can pick up from Osprey, and they're not very expensive. They're like £8 to £10 each, so very cost-effective games. And they allow you to do all sorts of, variety of warbands and stuff. So we're only going for a 24-point. I haven't shown you John's warband because it's exactly the same as mine.
It's a mirror match.
Yeah, we're playing the Bloodbath Scenario, which is basically just a kill point game. We got six retinue units each. So is it 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5 each. So it's 10 retinue units each. So once the whole game gets down to only 5 units left on the board, we start rolling a d6. And as soon as someone rolls a d6 over the amount of units at the beginning of the turn, the game will end, and then we count up glory. We've deployed, John is the defender, I'm the attacker, and this is what the board looks like.
What's this little, you said, when we rolled off, and you chose to be the attacker, you said, that fits in with my sort of theme going on in your head. So give us a rundown of what's happening here.
All right. So what have we been thinking? When we started playing this, we were sort of maybe thinking of doing a little mini campaign, some sort of little map-based campaign, but not anything heavy, just a narrative sort of thing. And the narrative theme I was thinking of in my head was that my general, which is not going to be this model, but eventually I will get a model to represent Eobard. His family has been undone by the nobility in this county. They've not got the respect they deserve. So when his father died and he was left poorer than ever, he decided, you know what? It's time to take what is mine. Take what is owed. And
so coming over to the Lionheart.
That's right.
Oh.
And the first person that's going to feel my wrath is John the Lionheart. Is John, or is it
something like that? We'll go with John. It's me. I want it to be me.
All right. So that was the narrative theory I had behind in my head what we were going to do. But first we wanted to learn the game and get the game's rules down. So we're just going to be playing a little bit of a skirmish here to represent the start of what could be a beautiful war.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah. So if obviously, like I said, if you're not familiar with the game, we'll be going through the rules as we play. But John is the defender in this scenario. I'm the attacker. And we're going to get going. We've already deployed, and the way the game works is, so I'll be going first. I choose one of my units. Let's say I choose to go with the crossbowmen. So the crossbowmen over in the corner there, they have a move value of 6+, I believe. So crossbowmen have a move value of 6+. So I want them to move.
More to the point, that's what you need to get the order through.
Exactly, yes. So I want them to move up. I need to roll 2 dice. If I get 6 or more, I'm good to go.
Boom.
I've rolled 10, so they are good to go. So up they go. They are maximum movement of 6. So up they go. And then I get to carry on with another unit, but I can't do the same units. So the crossbowmen are done for this turn. They're going to activate my foot sergeants over here. They are movement 5+. I've rolled double 1.
Hey.
So that is the end of my activation. And now it'll go into John's activation. So John,
Let's do some quick rounds.
what are you going to do?
Most of my cavalry are off, so I'm going to start coming into my field. My foot doofers are going to go forward.
5+,
Only
which is
just.
good.
So we're going to move 6. Now, what was it you said? There is a sort of coherency. They don't need to be...
Yeah, everything has 360 line of sight. You choose a model in the unit, and then everything has to be sort of within 3 inches of that model, or the center model sort of thing. It's not a hard and fast card type of game. This, you know, if one guy's 3 1/4, it's fine. Don't worry about
Well,
it.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Right. With that in mind, these other guys are going to move up.
Right, so those are the
5.
foot men at arms, and they are 5+ to move.
Okay, so they're going to do it. These are pretty solid, these guys.
Exactly, yeah.
I do like them.
The way you build your units, like say for example John's foot sergeants over there, which is the spearman unit, you can buy them in units of 12, and they always fight at full strength until they are under half strength. So once they get to 5 or less models, they'll be fighting at half
These
strength.
guys.
Yeah. And same with the 6 guys when they
Crossbows
get.
are going to try and move.
Yeah, they're good. They can move.
They're going to fall in behind their buddies. Yeah, so that's pretty much.
Are they Indians?
Yep. Lionheart John's Indian Menagerie.
Right, so there's all the dudes you have on the field.
Now, do I want to bring anyone on? No, I'm going to hold the units off.
Alright, so what John's basically doing is you can keep activating units until either you fail an activation test or you choose to pass. So he's activated those 3 units. He can't activate them again this round, but he does have some mounted yeomen and some mounted men-at-arms, which he's chosen to keep still off the board. We're playing a sort of an alternate rule where you can keep some of your units, or all if you wanted to, off the board, and then do activation tests to get them on. We've chosen to go with cavalry. So now it comes back to me. And now, as this is a new activation round, I'm going to go with the crossbows again. And they're going to move on a 6+.
Oh,
I've got it just.
Just.
So now they're going to start moving into the woods or into this clearing, yeah. So when you move into, you decide with your partner or your opponent how you want to play terrain and stuff. We're playing, the woods are rough terrain, so they're half your movement when you move through them. You can't see through them completely, so if I'm on this side of the woods, I can't.
If you're in them, you can see out of them.
Yeah.
So if you're outside and the units inside, you can see them.
Now I'm going to try the foot sergeants again. Yep, they're good. So they're going to move up to 6. So they're just in loose formation at the moment. They do have a special rule, which is called Shiltron, which is kind of like shield wall. They can forfeit their movement to form up into a close order. I will tell you now, me and John are not historically accurate players or nothing. As you can see, the colour scheme I'm going for as well is, I don't even know if they had purple
I'm
in
sure
this.
they mostly would be.
Now I'm going to activate my mounted yeoman on a 5+. I've rolled a 4. So
That's a turn over.
yeah, that ends my activation. Back to John.
Let's do a little bit more then. Spear are going to try and move forward.
Yep.
So again, let's get it to there.
As you can tell, the turns are very
I'm going to bring
fluid.
that down.
There's no turn limit or turn count.
It's
It's
until
just, yeah, you play till the mission is done.
it ain't over till it's over. Right.
Oh, by the way, John and I have also done a boast, because you win the game by glory, and if whoever wins this game will get 5 glory. You also get extra glory if you can do a boast. So John's gone with a boast that he says that he will kill more guys of mine during combat.
I'm gonna kick him off my land.
And I said I'll shoot more of his.
I failed that with a 4 for a move on the crossbow.
So back to me. I'm going to activate my crossbow on a move again. 6+. I failed.
No,
It goes back to John.
Let's do another. These guys moving.
Yep.
So gonna.
So obviously this is, if you're familiar with Blood Bowl, this has a kind of a feel to that where You want to do the unit activations that you know you can do. If you go for a hard, like for example, I went for a crossbowman move, which is a 6+, but I could have gone for the spearmen, which were a 5+, which would have been a slightly
more
safer, yeah.
attainable. Right, so there's them fellas. I'm going to try... Let's get these foot doofers out of the way. They're going to try and move up. Yes.
Yep, good.
They're going to come up to 6.
There's a couple of things that you have to do. We're not doing them at the moment because they're not relevant, but when you start your activation, the first thing you can do is issue a challenge.
Moving.
So if leaders are within 12 inches of each other... Where's your leader, John?
He's in the front rank.
The spears.
You're meant to take a guy out of the unit, but it looks quite impressive.
And I've got a guy with my skirmishers, my foot men at arms, the bodyguard.
With Flabbergan the horrible, or what you call him?
Earbard.
Yeah, Earbard.
Yeah.
Engelbert.
Earbard Thorn.
What's that from? I've heard that name before.
He's the reverse flash.
Oh, right. This is the theme. Right, I'm going to try and bring on my mounted yeoman.
Okay.
With their move value.
5+.
Whoa! That's an 8. Don't know if that's on the camera. So move value of a mounted yeoman should be 12, right?
Yep, they can move up to 12.
Okay. So I think we're going to do that. And I think I'm going to bring them on over here.
Right in behind the thicket.
Sneaky, sneaky! I don't know how sneaky you can actually be on a horse.
Oh.
Fairly sneaky. There we go. I think I might hold there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what the lions look like at the moment, the Lannisters. So they got the cavalry down in the flank there. Infantry are moving in position down the center of the opening. The mounted knights are not on yet. So back to me. I really want to move those crossbowmen up into position. So 6+, come on, baby! Oh my god, double one! Back over to John.
All right, this unit here. Try and move. Successful. I'm going to scoot these forward a little bit.
Don't matter what I was activating there, I was failing that.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like, like when you play this for the first time or even the second time, when stuff like that happens, it feels like you're basically getting screwed with a dice. But
quite fluid though.
Yeah, but because the activations are quite fluid, it doesn't really...
Foot sergeants. Yes. Or whatever they're called. What are they called?
Men-at-arms. Foot men-at-arms. Or the Royal Guard.
The bruisers. The bouncers.
What are the Lannisters' city guard called? I can't remember. Gold, yes.
Fingers. Gold something.
Gold something, yeah. Gold finger.
I'm going to try
gold members.
The Lannister gold members. Oh dear. Right, I suppose I'm going to try and move on a 7.
Yep, that's
what is it? It's
6+ for them to move.
They're going to move full out. Get to there.
Maximum range for a crossbow is 18 inches, for those who are wondering. So, a lot of the early game of this game is getting into position.
Or trying to.
Yes.
Trying to get your little dudes to...
Ordering them to do what they need to do.
Mounted.
Are they moving?
They're going to move, sorry, yeah.
Well, there's not actually anything else they can do at this point.
They're going to move.
They've got light crossbows, which means they have a maximum range of 12.
Edge.
Well, actually, I'm not even sure they've got crossbows. Whatever the ranged weapon they have.
So we'll try and bring the knights on.
So the knights, we kept the knights off because they cause complications. Friggin'
They
nobility.
I'm going to try and bring them on.
Okay.
So these are quite difficult to get in motion, aren't they?
Yeah. So when you want them to move like as a strategy, they're really hard. But if they're within charge range, they're easy.
They'll just do it. Glory hunters.
Yeah. So their mounted men at arms move on a 7+.
Oh!
Yep. There you go. They're coming on.
Right. Now these ones only move 10, don't they?
Yep.
Because of their various armour, I guess. I'm going to do that.
I don't like it. The Lannisters are all over the place. My freaking dogs keep failing the order test. Is that have you ordered everything now?
That's everything.
Okay,
successfully ordered my entire army.
Nice, very good. All right, guess what I'm going to do?
Try and move your crossbowman?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay, good luck with that.
Right, crossbowman, 6+.
Whoa!
7. Whew, I saw that 1 there for a minute and I was like, oh my god, you can't see that, but...
Is that a 1? That could be anything.
That's a 1, I'm pretty sure it's a 1. Oh, that's a 6!
Right, you need to bear that in mind then, there.
Wow, that messed things
You
up
had
a two
1s on that dice
Yeah.
earlier.
So, these guys are going to move 3 inches now. To the edge of the woods. So, they got a position to start shooting after their tea break. Ready for any Lannister maneuvers. I can't actually call you Lannister, man. We're gonna
No,
find
I'm
some
not
other-
Lannister. Lionheart's Lannisters.
I want to move my mounted yeoman now, so they're going to move on a 5+. Yep, that's good. So they can move 12, so they're going to go there, and then there. Oh shit.
He didn't need that spear.
So they're going to move in just behind the woods. Over there. And then I'm going to move my, I think, earbuds unit is going to move up on a 5+. That's 11, yeah.
Not 6.
Alright, I'm going to move earbud and his units up. They've moved to there. I need to get them into the action. And then I'm thinking my spears are going to move up as well, my sergeants. Oh,
No.
they failed. So on a 4, they needed a 5+. I rolled a 4. So it goes over to John. So we're going to stop there for a second, have a cup of coffee, and we'll be back.
Right then.
Alright, John.
My activations. Start off with these bad boys again. They're going to try and form children.
Okay, so
Ooh.
that's fine.
Is that success?
Yeah, because movement, they have to do a movement order to do that, which is 5+. All that does is move them into...
Lock the shields.
Yep.
So that's them done.
They have to form 2 rows, which they already are in, so that's good.
Try and move these footmen at arms. Whew. Just.
Look at John forming some sort of barricade.
Hello.
Like I'm the attacker or all of
Something
a
like that, yeah. Try and move the crossbows up. Oh,
Yep,
just.
that's good. Using his own men as protection. What you like?
Damn right. Using the ones with the shields. Move the knight forward, possibly. No, they're like, yeah, you're having a laugh.
Alright, so I'm still out of range with the crossbows. Right, back over to me. Oh, man, it's interesting because you formed up that defensive wall, and I'm out of range with my crossbows. I'm going to activate my mounted yeoman first. So they're here behind the woods over here. They are going to do a skirmish action, which is 7+ to do that. The skirmish action is something, only a special action that they can do, which means is they can move half the distance, which is 6, and then fire the crossbows at -1. So 7+.
On the
Just I'm going to, I just want to check where 12, I'm going to be firing at those guys, so it's just around the woods, so they're going to move just around to there. Right, so they're at full strength as they're a unit of 6, and there's 6 of them, so we're finally going to see some action.
Yay!
So they are shoot value 5+, -1 now, +1 depending on how you look at it, to 6s. So I need 6s on these dice
to score a hit.
Yeah. So I've got 2 hits right there. Alright. But now the way this works is I've got 2 successes, if you like. Now I compare it to the guys in Chiltern, which is armor, normally armor 3, but Chiltern gives them +1 armor, so that's armor 4. So what that means is I need 4 successes to get a wound on them. I did not. So that is a failed attempt. Nonetheless, I'm okay with that.
Well, worth a go.
Now I'm going to activate the king and his retinue at the bottom over here. They're going to just move up towards the woods on a 5+. That is a success. And they continue to push forward behind the woods. I'm then going to activate my spear guard. They're going to move up as well. Oh, that's a 7.
Oh.
Now that I remembered.
Yeah.
I like these dice. I get every time I go to a convention like Salute or the UK Expo or something, like I'll buy a couple of these dice. Unfortunately, this particular one is opposite what I normally buy. So anyway,
Just got to remember.
yep. So my spears are going to move up. Just thought I'd gain some ground here while I'm at it.
Might as well.
So they pushed up like that. And then I'm going to activate my crossbows. So currently they are out of range, so I'm going to have to move again. So 6+, which is a success. They're going to move out of the woods. Just
to the outside.
So I was hoping, at the beginning of this game, I was thinking I'm going to run up to the woods, get into a good position, and just pick off John at my leisure. But it seems that he's decided to stay put where he is, so I'm going to have to come to him. 5, 10, 12, that's all of them. Right, so I've got one unit left which I haven't activated yet, which is my men-at-arms. So 7+, they come on, so that's 9.
Come and play.
Yes, indeed. Where are they going to come on though?
I have a feeling they might come on where they came on last time.
Maybe, but then then I'll knock the camera over. So they're going to come just behind the king over here. The leader doesn't actually he doesn't have a profile of his own as such, but all units within 12 inches of the leader get +1 courage essentially. You'll see that soon enough. So I want to keep them together as much as possible. So just to give you a look, I've moved them in behind there.
About to mow down their general.
Yeah.
Get out of the way.
So that is my positioning now. I've activated all my units. So it goes back over to John.
Okay, got some thinking now. Let's try and do the easy ones. Shoot value of a crossbow is actually quite difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's sort of to represent the difficulty of the weapon in these days.
Loading it.
So 7+ to shoot.
Right, they're going to try and shoot your mounted yeoman.
There's
On
a
a 10.
success.
Right, ranges of a normal crossbow. 12 is optimum range, which I am in. Now, interestingly, only one person from the firing unit needs to be within that optimum range.
Yeah.
Which is bizarre considering the guy over here is 16 away. But I suppose it represents the movement of the field and everything else.
I think the fluidity of what they're doing. They're not just standing there
I quite like
solidly.
that. It's that simple. Okay, so they're going to fire at you full strength, 12.
That's right. So there's
Now,
4
what's your
pluses.
defense? Oh, first I got...
No,
It's
that's
my hit, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
That's right.
So you need 4 pluses.
That's quite shocking. That would have been a 6. Still is.
So mounted yeoman at armor 3.
I've only got 5 hits out of all of that.
That's cool because that'll show off a little bit of how that works. So the mounted yeoman at armor 3.
So 3 of those go into you.
Yep, and then these other
These
two
two
are wasted essentially.
Well, yeah. They clip the shield.
So this guy that I broke the spear with, he's dead, and we'll replace him with the first casualty of the game.
Hurrah!
Right, so as I have just taken a casualty, I need to take a courage test. So a courage test is 2d6, not 1d6, Jason. And then it's -1 for each casualty the unit has suffered throughout the whole game. So currently the mounted yeomen are courage... Where are they? They're courage 5+. So they're not particularly courageous.
Solid.
So 5+, -1 because they've taken a casualty. Well, actually, I rolled a 2d6. So I've got 7 there. I really need to change this dice. It's bugging me now.
Yeah.
So 7, -1 for each casualty they've taken, puts them down to 6. If they are within 12 inches of the king, which they are, they go back up to 1. So they were at 7, -1, 6, back up to 7. Their courage value 5. They're good, no problems. If they had failed, they would have had to take a battered marker and run away. Yeah, I'm not going to use that one either.
That sorts that out. Okay. So, next activation will be, well, they're going to hold and shelter them. They're just going to stand there like melons. I think I might try and do a, what's it do for with these?
That was very descriptive, man. That was also me dropping loads of crap.
I'm going to move into the wood line with the mounted yeoman.
Okay.
And they're going to do a skirmish, what's it, and shoot at your crossbowmen.
Okay.
Alright. But first,
So
you've got to
7
pass
plus.
that order. Successful.
That's good. So keeping in mind they can only move 6, but
They can
because you're
move
going through woods,
half.
there's 3.
And it comes down to 3. So
And they've got a maximum range of 12.
there.
You can pre-measure, obviously. It's a very sort of, like I said earlier, a beer and pretzels kind of war game. It doesn't take itself too seriously.
Okay, so range of 12. What man from the unit is in?
Okay, so 12 dice, needing 6s.
6s. And your armour is 2. Come on!
No 6s, no 6s. Whoa. Oh, that's
Kill one of them. That is all.
Alright, so this guy with the non-black base is going to die. Alright.
They need to take a morale, I guess. Do you take the morale instantly?
Yes, as
So
soon
if
as
I do more casualties to them this turn, say, would they then need to take another one?
I believe so.
Okay.
Right, so that unit's courage value of the crossbows is 4+. So they're slightly more courageous. They're not within 12 inches of the Lord. Ooh. Okay, so 5 minus 1 puts them down to 4. They passed. Now, what we're based... what I also didn't mention before, it was like they needed a 4+ to pass. I've rolled a 5 minus 1 for the suffering, the casualty. Puts it down to 4, which means they're good.
What happens if you rolled that?
Then there, I would have gone down to 2, which means they're battered. So anything over a 0, basically, they become battered, which is kind of like suppressed. They'll retreat with a battered marker. But if you roll less than 0, and that is possible, like let's say you've taken 6 casualties, and you roll something like this, that means that's 3 minus 6, puts you to -3, which means you're completely routed, as they are panicked beyond belief.
Kaput. Okay, final unit. I might as well try and move them up. Knights are going to try and move up.
Okay, 7+, that's good.
Okay. So they're going to move. I think they're just going to move. No, they're going all out. They're going full.
Oh, knights are a pain in the arse.
10. Let's do that. Okay, and that is my activations.
Oh, wow, this is interesting. So, obviously, I'm within range to shoot them with the crossbows. Am I even within 12? Would be efficient shooting? I am. So, I need a 7+ to shoot them with the crossbows.
Yeah, just literally on the cusp.
And while you're measuring, is the unit
What's the range of the mounted?
12?
12 only?
Yeah.
You'd need to do a move.
Okay. But if I fail the 7-up roll on my crossbow, and that ends my turn, giving John the bit of a
Straight back to me.
yeah, upper hand. So what I'm going to do before I get to that is going to do some. This is what I was saying. It's like kind of like Blood Bowl. Is I'm going to do a couple other actions. So these guys are going to move up 5+.
If you fail this. Yeah, nice safe action there.
Well, they're the.
That's okay because I've got to do some craziness now. Mounted Yeomen are going to do their
skirmish again, or they're just going to. They could just stand still and fire.
They might just stay in the. Yeah, they're going to stay in the wood line.
Because as a 5+ as opposed to a 6+.
Right. They're going to do that.
Remember, you got to pause your action first.
Oh yeah.
For them to fire, the fire action for
Does
them.
an 8 cover it?
8 should do it.
Okay.
Mounted Yeoman 6+.
Wonderful. That's done. Into the bowman again.
Yep. So 5+ this time.
Oh,
God,
no, I've got 2 of you.
So 2 more dead. Oh, I'm not liking this. This is going pear-shaped. So 2 more from the back rank.
Alright.
So that's a courage test for them.
This is at a -3. Right.
Alright, command test. 2d6.
-3 this time.
So 6 minus 3 puts me to 3+.
Uh-oh.
And they are courage of 4+.
4+.
So they retreat. So they go back. I'm not sure if the woods will affect
Get back
them.
in the shrubbery.
Oh god, it's too dangerous out here. So they retreat. Just gonna dump them into the woods there. And then we use this as a battered marker to represent at the beginning of my next turn they have to test to rally.
Just to point out, that is not an official Osprey battered marker.
No, that's an official Warlord one.
Right, next on, I'm gonna try and shoot my crossbows into your mounted yeoman.
Okay.
7+.
Yep.
Done on a 9.
Oh, this is going bad.
Now, you are at optimum range, aren't you? Yeah.
Oh, I might not be
feel
because
like I need
the
to
front
check.
guy dead. No, he's still in.
Yep.
So 4+. Jesus, a wild roll. 3 armor 3 for them.
That's 2 of you down.
2 dead. Oh, jeez. So I'm going to take those 2 front guys off. Replace them with 2 dead silhouettes. I should ask Steve to make me some dead Knight of Cavalry silhouettes.
Steve.
It's the guy.
Can he do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, definite.
All right. So command test for them. So
Oh,
5 plus
-3.
Yeah, +1 because they're within 12, so it puts me on 6. 3+, they are 5+, so they retreat as well.
Yes.
And they got a 12-inch retreat. So they're legging it big time with another battered marker. This feels like the demo game we had.
Yes, we had a little game. Right, last order I really need to do. Knights are going to try and move forward. Nope.
I failed.
And that ends there.
Alright, so just to go through the order activation because now it's actually relevant.
Yes.
I don't want to issue a challenge because I'm not within 12 of your leader, but I do have to rally battered units. So the first thing I'm going to do is rally my cavalry, my mounted yeomen. Yes.
Oh, they're loving it.
So all they can do basically is they turn around and remove their battered marker. And then I'm going to do the same for the crossbows. 9, yep, they're good. So remove their battered marker. So my guys are back in the fight. And now, please, come on. 5+, move up to the woods. I failed.
Your boss is useless. Right.
Stupid dice.
Right, I'm going to start with... mounted yeomen are going to skirmish forward. Successful.
So
This is interesting.
are they going to shoot at the crossbowmen again?
It might... Oh, you're in the woods so I can see you.
So you're going to be hitting on 6s, and now they're armor 3 because they're in the woods.
Yeah, I think that they're the only option I've got.
Oh yeah, because you put a range. Are you within 12 of them? They're not in children, although it's roughly the same anyway.
No.
12
Right.
and...
Shots at your crossbows then, just firing into the thicket.
Okay. Well,
6 is the hit.
Yeah.
And you're now arm 3.
3, yeah, because of the
I
woods.
don't think any of them are going to die.
But 3 6s will cause me another massive panic test.
Not
I only see 1.
Gonna happen.
No. Okay.
Okay, with that in mind, next is going to be... Well, they've got nothing to fire at. Or have they? Yes, they do. They're going to fire at your spear.
Okay.
Possibly 7+.
No.
It's the end of mine.
Alright. Back over to me. So I don't have any to do rallying troops this turn. But for the love of God, 5+. Move towards the woods. Thank you. Right. So...
Move up to the edge, didn't you? Really?
Yeah.
Ready to start wading through.
These guys have ferocious, which means they don't get penalised for fighting in woods. They can always use their maximum defence and attack value. Right. The crossbowmen are going to fire on your mounted yeoman.
Okay.
As I need... but I don't know. The knights are likely to fail. Maybe I should go into children with my spears. Because your knights are starting to bear down on them. But no. 7+. I failed.
Okay.
End of my turn. Back over to the Lionheart.
Let's do firing here.
Okay, just straight out firing. That's
Successful.
success. Is this into the crossbows again?
Yeah.
Okay. It's 5+ now because you're not skirmishing.
Bit better chance. However,
Not
with
with
that dice roll,
So I see
I
two.
scratch one.
No, not enough.
Okay, next are going to be the knights moving.
Yes,
Ooh,
they move.
Just.
If they were within 10 inches, they would have to take a wild charge or
Is it a
headstrong.
test?
Yeah, it's basically a courage test on a, like, I can't remember what it is. I'll double check it in a minute, but it's, they take a test and if they fail, if they pass, they just barrel headlong into the unit in front of them.
I'm going to try and do a shoot action with the crossbows again into your spear.
Okay.
Again, 7+.
No.
They're just still cranking them crossbows.
Alright, so over to me. Shiltrin for the spears.
They turn into Megatron.
Form up, they're coming in. 5+ for the guys to move into the forest. Oh my god, I saw the 1 there.
Yeah, successful.
So
3 inches in.
Yep, into the middle of the forest they go. Trying to bear down on your flank a bit. But as it happens, you've got your men-at-arms on the...
Have.
And then I'm going to try my crossbows to fire at your knights.
Yep.
7+. That's a
Oh, they
success. Right, so my crossbows are 12 men strong. They've lost 3.
In optimum.
So that puts them down to 9 men. So they're not under half strength, so it's still straight out shot. 4+. I'll re-roll that one because it's potatoed, as they say.
Oh, that's going to be a knight going down.
That's at least 1 knight. And then, oh, so
So
close. So knights are armor 4, as you can imagine. Big full-plated guys. But I have picked off 1. And they're good. Because your leader's right over there. Besides the fact that they courage 3+.
They're pretty solid.
Yeah. Alright, so I've done my crossbows, I've done these guys into children, I've moved these guys up. I am tempted to use my mounted yeoman to try and have a pop at them again. But then I really want to move my knights up, but no. So I'm going to skirmish my knights, my yeomen, so 7+. I failed.
Okay. Now I have to do a wild charge test.
Alright, so the knights have to take a, what do they call it, a wild charge test. So basically what it means is if they are in range to charge someone, they have to. They've got no choice but to do that as an action. So it's a 5+.
Forces me to do that action first.
Yes, so you have to take a test. If they fail,
If I fail it,
they do nothing, and that's
does it turn over though?
You should have asked me that when the camera was off. Okay, yeah, so if he fails this, it won't end the activation. But it's on a 5+, they go into the knights, into the dudes.
Yes.
Yeah, so in they go. Right, so if they were charging another mounted unit, just for interest sake, the mounted unit that they were charging could take a test to countercharge.
Is it every mounted unit or just other knights?
Anyone with their countercharge ability, which I think is all mounted units. Except, like, yeomen don't have that because they wouldn't countercharge knights, they'd rather evade.
Yeah, exactly right.
But obviously, men-at-arms don't have that ability, so they just have to brace for impact.
Which is not an order.
No, it's just what's going to happen.
Did you manage to get Shiltrim in?
I did.
You did.
Yes.
Damn you. Yes, you did.
So, what's going to happen here is, obviously, he's still full strength, so he's going to get 12 dice. Knights hit on a 3+ in combat. Mounted men-at-arms, where they hit attack value is 3+. Foot sergeants, defense value is 4+. So, obviously these guys are spearmen, so this is what they're designed to do, is take charges from big beasties.
Exactly right.
But because they're armor 4 and I'm armor 3,
normally,
but I'm in children, so it makes me armor 4.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
The only difference is I'm hitting on 1 better. Oh god!
So I think I got a knight, maybe. Yes, I got a knight. Oh, actually, I'm on 4s. Still only 1. And you've got 2.
2 of yours.
Right, so I got 1 of yours. You got 2 of mine. So there's your 1.
Now, what happens
Right,
after a combat?
So what's going to happen is obviously I've lost. We both take command tests. If it was a draw, as the attacker, you would retreat. If it was a draw, like no casualties inflicted or whatever, you would have to retreat. But as we both took casualties, you take a command test. You've rolled 7,
-2.
push you down to 5, and your courage is 3+, I believe. So you're good. Yep, courage 3+. My my foot sergeants are courage 4+. They've taken 3 casualties, I think. Oh no, 2. This is their first casualties, so they're good as well.
They're loving it. So what happens in that scenario? We just stay there.
No, you back up again.
I back up.
This counts technically as a draw.
Just like an inch.
As none of us have
Routed.
retreated or battered.
Do I move back fully?
No, you just bounce off.
Bounce. Okay, so that was the initial order. I went relatively successfully. I'll try and move my foot. Men at arms.
5+. Yeah.
They're just gonna wheel around slightly, so they can hear rustling in the woods. Spear is staying at Shiltram. Crossbow. Crossbow are gonna fire. I think they're gonna fire at your guys in the woods.
Okay.
So in 12, so optimum range. However,
my armor goes up by 1.
Your armor goes up by 1. So now, what's your armor?
5.
5.
Yeah. 4 normally.
And what am I hitting on?
4+.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Armor 5.
Yeah.
4's up.
Good to be in the woods.
Oh my days!
That's not a good hit.
Look at that. That's terrible. 2.
3 hits.
2. Not even 3. Wow. A lot of bark. Moved, shot, stay in there. Right, these fellas. They're going to move a little bit closer.
So just for interest's sake, when you bounce back, you go 3 inches back.
3 inches back.
Yeah. Give me some breathing room. So that was your crossbowmen, and your knights have activated.
Just got these left. They're going to do their little shifty move.
Okay, so skirmish 7+. Yep, they're good. They ain't afraid of no ghost.
Who are they going to fire at? I think they're just going to fire at your crossbows again, you know?
Okay.
I think, yes, that's exactly what they're going to do. 6s.
Yep, and I'm on 3 in the woods.
Ugh.
How many 6s did you get?
1 so far, so it's not even
1.
worth rolling that. So again, I don't know where they're getting all these crossbow bolts from, but there's a lot of arrows in trees.
Is that the end of your turn?
That is all of my turn.
Right, so I just had an interesting thought. Is my knights within 10 inches of your knights? If it is, I have to charge. I'm just out. Alright, that's interesting. I was also just looking at the stats of the sergeants. I was on a 4+ to hit you when you charged me.
You're not very good at attacking.
No, I'm on a 5+ to hit if I attack you. So, I don't think I want to do that. Oh, I've got to think about what I want to do yet. Alright, so I think I might leave them there for now. And then I'm going to activate my knights. Oh no, I'll rather activate the crossbows first. They're on the same roll, 7+ to shoot or 7+ to move. So I'm going to go for a 7+ to shoot. And I failed.
Hey.
4 again. God damn it.
Mine then.
Yep.
Wild charge.
Yep, in they go. Right. If I kill 2 more, they're under half strength.
Yeah.
So 4+ for me. Oh, actually.
Oh, you've got 1.
Yep. And 1 to spare. You're on 3+.
Oh, so close.
Remember armor 4, yeah?
Are they armor 4?
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
because it's
2 then.
short run.
That's
So
alright then. 2. And I lost 1, didn't I?
2 more bite of dust. I'm not sure if this is going good or bad.
I don't know either.
Because I'm pulling down a knight every turn.
Which is pretty good.
And you're taking down 2.
Right, I'm on 2 -3. Oh dear. Oh no, I'm past.
Yes, you 3 plus.
-3 gives me 3.
Exactly.
Right, now you're doing it. -4.
Yep, so what's my courage again?
It's 5 plus, wasn't it?
Foot sergeants, 4 plus.
Okay, that's not so bad.
4 plus.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not so good.
Ooh.
So 5 minus 4 puts me on 1. And I'm not within 12 of my leader. Not that it matters. So I am battered.
At least you're not routed outright.
No, that's true. So back I go. Broken shield wall. There was just too many attacks. Didn't like what's happening. So off they go.
Do my guys do anything
Nope.
with that victory?
Just laugh.
Ha ha ha!
The battered marker. That was interesting. I think like 4 guys died in that repeated attacks. 2 of yours.
3.
Well, 1 was to
Did you
crossbows
shoot?
over there.
Yes, you did, yeah. Right, so what are crossbowmen like in combat?
Not very good.
What are mounted yeomen like in combat?
Alright, let's have a look. So, mounted yeomen, attack value, they need a 7 plus to charge, and they are 5 plus to hit when
Right.
they're in combat.
And what's your...
Crossbowmen are defending on a 5 plus.
So it's even Stevens.
Yeah. 12 dice each, 5 pluses. Then both armor... well, I'm armor... You armor 3 naturally, and I'm armor 2. And I'm not sure if you charge into the woods, do I stay armor 3? I'm not 100%
Or would
sure.
I get the armour as well then? I think combat negates. Surely.
Was it,
You're not going to use a tree, are you, to
these guys,
stop my
these
sword?
guys get the benefits from being in woods, so there must be some sort of detriment to charging in a wood. Maybe I should check that. So we just read on the reference sheet that in rough terrain, both attack and defense goes to 5 plus, and armor 2 unless you're ferocious. So we're just saying that that would benefit me as I'm armor 2 anyway, and I'm defending on a 5 plus. John will be attacking on a 5 plus. But his armor will go down to 2, yeah. So, bring it, man.
No, I'm not going to do that. Surprisingly, I'm going to do a move and shooty thing.
You could just stand there and shoot, unless you're not planning on shooting them. Because obviously, if you move and shoot, it's a 6 plus. If you stand and shoot, it's a 5 plus.
So you don't get +1 armor for being in the woods, do you?
If you shoot at me, yes.
Okay. Shall I do that again? I'm going to try and do that again. Shoot you in the woods. Or not.
That's a fail.
All that and an R in.
Alright. No issuing challenge. Rally battered units. I'm going to rally my foot sergeants. They do not! Alright, so I've rolled 3. They've taken 4 casualties. Puts them to -1. Oh, actually.
Yeah, bye-bye.
This is really bad.
See you
Really
later.
bad. Alright, so just to go over that again. I've rolled a 3. Their courage is 4 plus, so that's what I'm aiming at to make them rally. But they've lost 4 casualties. 4 minus 3 is -1. And they're not within 12. Oh dear. So what would happen if I'd not rolled under zeros? They would have lost another casualty and kept on running. But as I've rolled under 0, or 0 and under, the whole unit has routed from the field. That is disastrous. There's my big block unit of spears holding off the knights. It's just left the battlefield.
Brutality.
Alright, next thing I gotta check. Are my knights within 10 inches of John's knights?
Close.
I am not.
Ooh.
So I don't have to do a wild charge.
Oh no.
What?
I hope I restrain my wild charge next turn.
Oh, you're charging the crossbows.
Yeah.
Alright, well the crossbows are going to try and shoot you. 7 plus, come on. That's it.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
boys, good boys.
Shooting at the knights, yeah?
Yes. So straight out 4 plus.
Oh, you've got one.
I got 1 knight. That puts them under half strength. That's significant, obviously, for attacks. So they go from 12 attacks to 6 attacks.
What does that mean for morale as well? Does that...
Only if the whole army's
the whole-
retinue, yeah.
That's right, yeah. So 2d6.
-4.
-4.
Oh, puts them on 0.
On 0?
And they're not within 12 of the Lord.
I think they've just left the field, haven't they?
They have indeed. So, I'm going to use these markers for flee. Fear.
That changes all sorts.
Wow, that takes your big hitters out of the game. Well, now, is the tide turning? Probably not, but you know. I'm going to activate my mini crossbow unit, and they are going to. I only got 12. They won't be able to shoot from there. Could skirmish. I'm going to go for skirmish. 7+. I failed. Yorker.
Okay, let's start.
Well, you don't have to worry about wild charge anymore. Just hold on. Okay.
Start filming just then.
Yeah.
That's horrid. These are going to try and move.
Just move.
Yep.
Okay.
What's that? Successful?
Yeah.
For the move?
They need a 5+. Oh, they're retreating.
Oh.
They're reforming a line, are they?
Okay. That's them moved. Crossbows are going to attempt to fire at your boss and the rustling leaves.
Whoa! Success.
They're all dead. Double 6.
Yeah, nuke goes off.
Right, so this is ridiculous.
4+.
At optimum. But your armor 5.
Yep.
Disgusting.
You need
Oh no!
4.
That's ridiculous. So not even
man, if
one.
you had rolled one more 50,
I know,
you would have
we've
got one.
They're going to hold where they are. These are remaining in shell trim. That is the end of my turn.
Wow. Okay. My turn. I think my crossbowmen are out of range, so they're going to move up. 6+. They have successfully been ordered to move up. They're going to go another 3 inches forward. So they literally come back out of the... Hey, we've been here before.
Hang on.
This is going to look cool when it's painted.
Mm.
We're literally only just picked up the rules and got our figures out. We've had these figures for a while, actually. But we've only just...
First time we got round to actually doing anything.
Yep. So John came around earlier in the week. Started prepping them. I started painting some of mine. It's starting to look like a force. Alright, my mounted cavalry are going to go 5+. They're going to go forward. They're just going to nestle in behind the woods here.
Familiar territory for those as well.
Yeah. It's like I'm only just reforming the line again. And then my knights are going to go 7+. And they're going to go forward. They do.
Ooh.
10 inches forward. And I'll show you guys. I'm just going to move them quickly and then I'll show you guys where they've ended. Alright. So I've decided to push them around that side of the wood. So I've got my ranged units fixated in there. I've got my retinue and the Lord in the woods. These guys moving around the flank. I think I'm going to pass my turn. Off you go, man.
Okay, let's start with a move of the foot. Sergeant, people, bods.
5+, yep.
Success.
What is John up to? Is he going to try and reform the line here?
Spears. Yep. Successful move.
What are you doing, Jono? Huh?
I'm moving, man. I'm moving. I get quite a bit out there, actually. Get out the way, you stupid crossbows!
See all these yellow dead markers over here, John? See all these yellow dead markers?
I see them.
These are all your knights.
Yeah.
You see all these red markers over here? These are just my peasants. I wonder how significant that's going to be.
I bet you're peasantly surprised.
Oh.
Right,
Right, for that you're definitely going to lose.
Crossbowmen, they're going to reform the ranks.
Yep.
I don't really want to move that far back.
So all you got left is your mounted yeoman.
Mounted yeomen are going to shoot and scoot.
Yep. I'll bugger off. I really need to take care of them. They're starting to piss me off now.
Ah, that's so funny. Oh.
So, 12 dice, 6s. Only armor 2 for the crossbowmen. I see 2 through
Much
4.
better.
That's 2 more guys dead.
2 down.
See, they're freaking bastards. Right,
That's 5 in total.
that is 5, and no general nearby these
No
guys.
general nearby.
And they are courage. Crossbows are courage 4
4
plus. Oh, double 1! Why? Why have you forsaken me? Right, just for novelty's sake. Double 1 is 2 minus 5. Puts me to minus 3. Off go the crossbowmen. God damn it. Just as I thought I was getting back into this friggin' game.
Yeah. Successful move. Manoeuvring.
Stupid friggin' chicken.
That's 3 full units off the table.
That is correct. 2 more and we start rolling.
Interesting.
And another fear token over there.
And that was my turn for sure.
Yep, so over to me. Alright, enough of this Nancy boy stuff. Knights, 7 plus. Come on. That's it.
Oh dear. Here they come.
March around those woods. You got 1 turn, my man, and then they're coming in to get you. And while I'm at it, 5 plus for the general and his unit to come out of the woods.
Oh. Getting towards the edge of it.
So they're all on the edge, and all of a sudden your boys are like, what the hell, where did they come from? I don't know if actually that's what they're going to say, but you know. Alright. And then, for shits and giggles, my crossbows over here on the horses.
Mm-hmm.
Are we within 12 of those guys?
Dubious. Yes.
Alright, so I'm
Half strength.
not yet, there's 6 of them.
Is it?
They were-
Oh.
so-
It's got to be below, is it?
Yeah. So they need 5s. I got 1. Ugh. That's so annoying. I got 1.
Oh. That's
They're-
6.
Yeah, right. It's still with. Where's your general?
There.
Oh, there he is. I was going to say he should be within 12 soon. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Spears are going to attempt to form Shiltron.
Oh, no, that's a fail, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. A move with 5 plus. Foot sergeants, move with 5 plus.
What's
Yeah.
my special rule?
When you in
Is it
combat,
attacks?
you can reroll 2 dice. Yeah.
Oh. Well.
All right.
That didn't quite go as planned.
No. So it's over to me.
Bit flustered by all these neighing horses and these dudes bursting out the shrubs.
The first thing that's going to happen is my general, which is over
There
there,
it is.
he's going to challenge your general to a duel.
Oh,
A duel to the death, my son.
really?
Yes. Do you accept your fate?
I am kind of a Lionheart. What happens if I fail? If I decline?
Oh,
Does
God.
he not?
All right, if he refuses my challenge, his entire army has to take each one, every unit in his retinue will take a courage test.
This could be bad.
Yeah, for both of us.
But just run through what a challenge entails.
Right, so the leaders come out of their respective units, meet halfway down the line. We each get 3 dice. And we roll them dice, and whoever scores any hits on a 5 or a 6, whoever scores the most hits kills the other model.
That is harsh.
Yep. No dicking about.
And that will end the game, will it?
No, we're in the game.
Okay. But it will certainly start making things a bit interesting. So you've declared a challenge.
I have.
Now, do I take 1, 2, 3, 4 morale checks, knowing my luck, which will fail, or do we just duke it out? Best of the 3 dice. Let's do it. I'm going to do it. I can't. I'm the Lionheart. I can't step away from this.
That's right. I'm the strongman. Right, so we're going to go... Well, normally you just roll for all 3 dice, but...
No, we like doing one at a time.
Right, so here goes. My first hit as the attacker is a miss.
Oh!
Yours is a miss. My second one. What the hell?
It's a 6. That's a hit. Oh, no!
My third one is a miss. I got one.
I need to... Yes!
Ah, it's a draw.
A block.
Right.
We just keep going at it until someone loses.
If there's it's a draw. It's just no effect. We go back into our ranks again. Oh, god damn it, I thought I was going to get...
How many challenges can you do?
That's me done. I can't do any more.
Right. But I can challenge you.
Yes. Alright.
That was different.
Yes. I thought I had you there.
Oh, man. That would have sucked. Go on, what are you going to do then?
My knights have to charge on a 5+. In they go.
Yep.
Into the foot guard. Yeah, the foot guys. Alright, so it's not the greatest unit to charge, but your foot men at arms are defense 4+. And I am on a 3+. We're both armor 4. So, oh my god, look at my roll.
I think I'm alive.
This is what I've rolled. So I've got 1 dead and 2 spare hits.
I've got 1 dead and 1 spare, 2 spare hits.
Alright, so 1 apiece. So put those there. And I have to back up 3 inches. And then my King's unit. Now I believe, because I made a...
Hang on, we've got to take morale here.
Oh yes.
Not that you can really fail it.
Well, I've rolled... I've rolled...
Not that you can really fail it.
Double 1. Well, my king is within range, so I've not died.
You failed though.
Yeah, but I have failed because my courage is 3+. I rolled 2 -1 +1, so it's 2. I friggin' fail. Retreat. God damn it.
See you later, alligator. Another 10 inches back. Get out of here. Get out. Yeah, man, you cut yourself well out of the game by doing that.
I get a battered marker as well. What? What are they so scared about? Right, and
But I've got to take them around as well.
Yeah.
Ah, we're laughing.
Yeah. And the other thing I actually just remembered as well, because I fought a duel with my leader, the foot knights can't charge.
Oh.
They stand and cheer on the leader.
Interesting.
So, all I got left is my... Have I activated my crossbows this turn?
Not this turn.
So, they're going to try and shoot your crossbows again. Yes.
Whoa.
So, 5+. I got 1, and then 2 spare again. So another one
funny.
bites the dust.
I've got to take a combat-y one off.
So now it's morale -2 now.
It is.
So that's still good. 7 puts you down to 5. I'm pretty sure you within 12 puts you back up to 6.
Just.
And your morale is 5+ anyway.
Cool.
Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Right. Move for the spear. Shiltram. Woo! Only just.
Would you, by the way, would you like to declare a challenge?
Not this turn.
You sure?
Yeah. Right, so they've formed Shiltram. Next, I really want to... I think I want to do these.
Okay.
And they're going to do...
If I'm shooting you,
They're gonna
you
shoot
shoot
you.
me, yeah. 8, that's a hit. Or a success. 5+. You need 3 to get a...
Oh, just.
That's one of mine
Glad I
down.
did that.
Alright, this could be bad for me. So, I've lost 4 guys from this unit. So, they're courageous. No. They're not...
Oh, you might. I don't know how they know he's there, but yeah, you're within 12.
Oh, so they just...
So then literally you score a 1.
So they are battered.
Oh, almost another unit off the field.
Man, that would have been bad.
What else have I got? I've got this unit to do something. They'll just sort of... Oh no, I've got these. They're going to shoot you.
Okay.
Or try. Yes, they are. Optimum range.
I'm not sure, in this particular case, if you guys can... I'm not sure if his units...
Shoot my unit. Shoot through my unit.
Yeah, because it's quite loose formed. So I think you can shoot through them. I'm just not sure if there's any penalizations, like I get almost boner or not. But
Armor bonus, yeah.
But I'm not sure, so we'll just leave it as normal. And people who do know can comment in the description below.
With bows, but not so much crossbows, because they're a direct fire weapon, aren't they? Really, sort of.
But I mean, that doesn't go into that much rules in it. But I'm happy for you to just shoot, man, and people who know can comment below. So you need 4 pluses. That's a lot of 4 pluses. And these guys are armor 4, by the way.
Oh, I take 1.
At least they're not armor 5. Not that it matters because you got a lot of hits. That guy dies. Is that it?
That's all I've got. Just the morale for your main man.
Alright, so 5. For goodness sakes, my morale sucks. -1, +1.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Gotta be fine.
Why? They're morale 5 plus.
Are
They're 3 plus.
3 plus.
So yeah, they're good. Okay, I'm gonna rally my knights. Yeah, they're
These
good.
ones?
Yep. These other ones are knights. These are peasants.
Yeoman.
They rally.
Wow. They're just like riding back and forth.
Yeah. Just. But when you rally, obviously, there's nothing else you can do. Oh, I can't declare another challenge. Otherwise, I totally would have. I'm gonna charge. Actually, can I even charge? I don't know if I'm close enough. I'm not. So I'm just gonna do a move. 5 plus. Only just. Do me a favour, John. Move them up towards the middle of your.
Coming over here.
Yeah, I want some of those foot knights.
Are you moving towards me?
Yeah.
Predominantly.
Yep.
In me face.
And that is my turn done. As my units just rallied.
Okay.
Would you like to declare a challenge?
Not yet.
You wuss.
Right. Let's start with...
So one of the things I like about this game is that in this situation now you could fire your crossbows into my footmen and then charge with your footmen
But I
and
could
then
fail
charge.
that.
Yeah, you
I
could.
could fail that completely. I'm going to try and shoot.
Yep. And
Failed.
Alright, back over.
Back over to you.
So, are the knights within 10 of your foot knights?
Yep.
Right, so I have to wild charge, 5 plus, in they go. Let's have some 3
Hang
plus.
on. How is there still 6?
Oh, there shouldn't be.
Regenerated.
Yep. 3 plus. Oh, for goodness. These knights suck. I've killed 1. Oh no, it's 3 plus. There's another 2 hits still.
I'm on 4 plus. Oh.
So you killed 1 as well. Friggin' one a piece
apiece
again. You can have the baby silhouette. So I bounce off 3 inches. And then
again.
my footmen are going to... Oh yeah, morale.
5 minus 2 plus 1 for my boss. I'm on 4.
I rolled 6 minus 2 is 4 plus 1 for my boss.
You're
That's
fine.
good. Alright, then talking about my boss, he's going into the same unit. That's a success. In they go. I will have that unit. Right, I'm hitting on a quick man at arms. Oh, still 3+ as well. And you're a 4+.
Oh dear.
And
Oh dear.
armor 4 is normal.
Sausage.
You didn't get any.
Not one.
I'll reroll that. So I've got 3s. I keep forgetting I'm 3s. I've killed 2.
Not one. 2 dice.
8 minus 4.
-4, so that goes down to 1. +1.
It's 5. You're good. So I bounce off 3 inches. Oh man, that's tough. Alright, and then my crossbows are going to skirmish 7+. That's a success. They go forward 6 inches. I just realised I'm not going to be within 12. No, I'm like 14 already. Nope. So that's the end of my turn.
Okay, mine.
Would you like to declare a challenge? Man, I've been trying hard to punch through those foot knights.
Trying. You're doing it. What do I want to do? Do I want to challenge? That was the question. Not this turn. These are going to try and charge you.
Okay. That's a success.
Now I'm down to 2, so that's half.
So you only got 6 dice hitting on 3s. I got 12 dice hitting on 4s.
Oh my god, I think I just finished my own unit off there.
I think you might have.
Yeah.
I got at least 1.
One's
Oh no,
down.
1 down.
Got them around, they get 5.
What did you want? 8.
That's down to 1, +1.
Yep, they're good. So that guy bounces off.
Boink. Right, next. Crossbow. Just getting tricky. Crossbow gonna fire.
Okay. 7+.
Yeah, okay.
No! Alright, back over to me. This is where the crunch comes. I'm not actually sure, because I'm pretty sure the knights are within 10 of someone.
Yes.
So they're going to have to wild charge.
6 inches. 4 inches.
Do you think they could... do you think they could go around and hit the crossbowman? No, I don't think they would have to go to the closest target, wouldn't they? I'm going to go for the single guy.
Finish him. Run him down.
Yep. In he goes.
Now this dude is double hard.
He's dead. But does he, with his 6 dice, get 4 4-ups? He got 3. Well, he's dead.
And that takes us to the 5 units, I think.
I think it's only 4 so far.
Crossbow.
Crossbow and my spears and your foot guard.
And my knights.
Oh, and your knights. There's 4. 1 more to go. Right, my foot guard. Actually, I want him to go that side so they can have a path to go to your crossbows.
Now I'm wondering if you can't actually move within a certain distance.
Let's have a check. Alright, so we've just been going over the rules quickly. One thing we haven't forgot, when you attack a unit with the leader in, like over there, any wounds that come through to the unit, you have to roll a dice. On a 1, you can get a lucky blow against the leader. But we'll do that from now onwards. So movement's pretty fluid as well. So I've made a gap there by knocking out the foot guard. So my foot guard are going to charge into the more squishy unit at the back. So I'm going to go through the gap and into the crossbows.
Or are they?
Oh yes, I have to take a command test, don't I? 5 plus. Yep.
Oh,
in they go. Alright, and then I'm on 3 plus to hit. And you are
5?
5 plus. And you're armor 2. And because I'm strong,
Oh dear.
I can reroll 1 dice.
1 dice.
So I'll reroll that. That's a successful hit. So I've missed with 3. That means I got 9.
4 dead.
Yep, 4 dead. 4 dead crossbows.
Wow. That's brutal. Their attacks back.
Yep, 12 dice. 5+.
Armour is 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. These guys are tanks.
You still got...
I still take one down.
You bastard.
I'm glad about that.
Right, lucky blow. No, I thought for a minute there, I was like, uh-oh, leader's gonna die.
That's 4 of them down. One of yours.
Yep, just put that there.
I need 4.
I don't have any more.
I don't have any more. Let's recycle then. These guys.
Well, take your leadership test. If you fail, I'll just give you a fear token.
Oh yeah, true that. -4.
So
So
put
it's
you
down
down.
to 2
+1.
+1. That's
3.
3.
That's
They're
a
going to be
fail.
running.
So their courage 4+, so they are battered. There's your battered token. And then my courage is 6 -2 +1 puts me at 5. I am good. +1 is obviously for my king. So I'm good. And then the last thing I'm going to do, and I don't think...
Try and move them forward.
Yes, I'm going to skirmish them again. 7+, yep. They're going to go forward 6. And they're going to pop off 6 shots, because there's only 2 of them left now. I got 2 hits. But if I had got 3, it would have got a kill.
Oh, and that would have sucked.
That's my turn.
Wow. Mine then. I'm going to challenge you.
Hey, I will of course accept. Let's have it.
What colour dice are you using? Dark?
I've got 1 black, 1 white, 1 green.
I'm going to go with the dark half.
Alright, you're the attacker.
First blow.
That's a
I
miss.
miss. I swing a miss. You swing and miss. I swing and miss. You swing and miss.
Hits!
Oh, that's not fair. No! Oh!
I got him!
Ah!
It's going like a Boeing. Right, what happens when your leader dies?
So that's for the spears.
Yep. So they're fine. They haven't
They
lost
passed.
anything.
The guys running.
No, just the retinue. Oh, the whole retinue. Yeah.
7 minus the 4 from... They took 4, didn't they? Yeah.
So they failed again.
So they failed, and what does this do?
So that means they retreat again and lose another figure.
Right.
Which makes it even harder the next time they take, because they're taking casualties from running away the whole time. It's gone pear-shaped, John. It's gone pear-shaped.
Wow. You know, I am surprised, and that sticks with them. Do they get another one?
No, you don't get another one.
Okay.
That
That
penalty,
just represents that they're battered. Then the mounted horse with a -1.
No, they don't know what's happening because they're facing the wrong way.
Yeah, they don't care. Wow.
What are you going to do now, man?
Wasn't that my turn? This is
yeah.
my turn.
Yeah, you issued a chat. And
Well,
keep it in mind,
these
the
need to
spears can't
rally.
do anything, yeah. Actually, 4 minus 4. So they're on 0. They're dead.
Either way. They're gone. The bows.
Because I was going to say, you know,
today.
are they within 12 inches of your leader? No, they're
Yeah.
not.
Well, they are. They're within 12
Of his corpse.
So that's them gone. These challenged, so they can't do anything.
Yep, they just stand there.
Cheering on.
So the last thing you can do is these crossbowmen over here.
They're going to do
Or
a
mounted.
shoot against your mounted yeoman. No, they're not. Or are they? What's their shoot value?
I think that's a success, actually.
7+ for crossbowmen.
Yeah, because these aren't as good. I'm not actually sure they got crossbows. It's like they
Well,
got
you know,
ranged
javelins
weapon, yeah.
and slings.
And
or
their
whatever.
shoot is 6+.
Standard.
No, that was a success. I mean, 6+.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. They are 5+.
5.
Ugh, I can see 1 dead at least. So how many hits is that? 5. So 1 dead. Ugh. Another one bites the dust. So courage test at -5. 8 minus 5 is 3. I believe these guys are 4+. Off he goes. Back down to the beginning again he goes.
Snakes and ladders.
So
And
funny.
that's all I can do.
Alright, well, I don't have to issue a challenge because I'm
Nope.
the Lionheart is now lion slain.
Lion dead, lion heartless.
But the charge from the knights into the spears is a go.
Successful.
just move them around. Oh, actually, he goes back into the unit, so and then they just form around. There's no flanks or rears. It's just free form. So I've got 12 dice hitting on 3s. You've got 12 dice hitting on 4s. I've missed with 2, so 10. Your armor. Are you in children still?
Yep.
So that's 2 dead for you.
2 dead for you.
Really?
Yep.
You bastard.
Take it.
Right, so my morale test is -4. +1 is 7, I'm good.
I love it.
Yours is
Oh no!
-2. Yeah, they retreat.
I'm running.
Oh,
battered.
This is interesting because now I'm going to charge a battered unit.
It's completely turned on its head.
Wow, that is.
After all of that strategic at the beginning, it's all gone kaput.
Right, I need to check what happens when you charge a battered unit. Alright, so just quickly, I'm going to try and rally my dude. 9 -5 is 4. I think that's a rally.
I think you've just rallied.
Can you friggin' believe it? Mounted yeoman. No, he's 5+. He's dead.
Okay, so that's quite important because that
Yes.
would have happened before or after your wild charge.
The wild charge is after, I believe. Let's quickly check. Issue a challenge, then rally units, then activate wild charges.
Okay, so as he dies, you need to roll a dice before this
Happens,
would have
yeah.
happened.
I'll roll it again. No,
No,
that's
we're
good.
fine. So
Yeah.
we carried on. So this is all still relevant.
Yep. And now my foot guard are going to charge your spears. A success.
Yeah,
In
they're
they go.
absolutely up for it.
So now what happens, because I'm charging a battered unit and not in children obviously, John can only hit on a 6+. So I'm hitting on a 3. Armor's still the same.
Oh, what's your armor?
4.
Ah!
I've got 10. So that's 3, 6, 3 more dead. And you take a courage chest as normal.
And that's how many now? 5 gone.
So you're at -5. This could be the end. Oh, well, actually, I think you automatically fail, but because you're already shit battered.
Already battered.
Yeah,
Like a
it's
sausage.
just whether or not you. So you just could carry.
Does it?
Yeah, you carry on fleeing.
You sure?
Well, I'll double check
We'll
that. Or
check
someone
in a
will comment.
second.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's that significant to be honest.
Very significant. I can form children again. Right.
And that is end of my turn.
Okay. My turn.
So-
Try and rally first.
First, roll the dice.
Oh yeah.
On,
Does it end?
Yes, it ends.
Is it
Yeah,
equal to or
It's
over?
That's a good point. I should really have remembered these things.
I think it's
So
if the dice roll is more than the
keep
units
playing
left.
and if the score is higher than the number of units left on the table, that is the final turn.
Oh, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5.
So that is it.
Boom.
There we go. Well done. So I believe
Wow.
we've now scored. I believe that might be a victory to me,
I think so.
but that was quite brutal.
That was, well, I can't say I didn't try there.
So it says both attacker and defender add up the point value of enemy units routed and wiped out before the game ends. Damage units still in play are not counted. The
Okay,
player-
so they're still in play, these still in play,
Yeah.
and you've got your 2 big fat units
So
still
those
in play.
those guys are both 6 points each. So I've got 12 points left. So you killed 12 points. As you killed half my army.
That's not
And
bad.
You've got foot sergeants, which are 4 points, and mounted yeomen, which are 4 points. So you've got 8 points left. So I beat you by 4 points essentially.
It's alright.
The player with the highest score wins 5 glory. And players tied for the place gain 3 glory. Yeah. There we go. And that is the full...
However, you failed your boast.
Yeah, so did you, I think.
Well, only just. I almost had you. Almost.
So what did you think of that?
Are you talking to me or the people that are hopefully watching this video?
Well, you, as that, I don't think they can answer me at this point.
Not yet. Right. What did I think of that? I like it. That was proper swingy though at the end.
Yeah. I mean, this is obviously a beer and pretzel style war
That
game.
was fun.
So
It was nice. I did some good manoeuvring. I had a nice solid core defence.
you know what?
You just come and roll me over.
You know what really turned for you is that turn where your spearman failed to.
That single order.
Yeah. Because when that happened and you couldn't form children, it obviously gave you the impetus to come out of the forest.
Yeah, you
And-
just went all out attack then.
And also the other thing that obviously benefited me was when your knights died here. To not
Yeah,
really a lot.
It
I
would
mean,
have been nice if they'd have been round for at least one more turn to harass the rear.
yeah. So with your knights dying, I kind of had this sort of a more of a motivation to think, well, I've got both my tank units left. You know, if this was a World War II game, I had basically a Sherman tank and a
Tiger and a Sherman.
just running around smashing into your units. And then of course that combat over there was really pivotal. I think me focusing on the foot knights.
Well, they were the next strongest unit I had.
Yeah.
And you being able to do the charge with your actual knights.
And my foot knights as well.
And then, a follow-up of the foot knights. Although they held out and they gave it back.
Yeah, well, they're armor 4, man. They're really tough to break. That's why I kind of, when your knights died, I was thinking, right, I need to take them out. I know the spearmen are good on the defense.
Yeah, but that means I'm static and staying there.
Exactly, yeah. And and if you're going to form Shiltren, you can't move with them unless you go out of Shiltren again.
Exactly.
So that was my feeling, was like, if I can take out the foot knights and then maybe get into the squishy crossbowmen at the back.
Yeah, which you did.
So that was really cool. I also felt like I was a little unlucky as I rolled double 1 for my morale. A lot. And also command test. I mean, why wouldn't my king and his retinue move into the forest? What is the matter with them?
He didn't even know there was enemy about.
Yeah.
All you could see was woods.
No, it was good. I really enjoyed that, actually. I thought it was a really good, fun game. I mean, if you're looking for a really heavy sort of tournament-style war game, then this is not for you.
Oh my god! Can you imagine if a tournament player, as you charge past my static spearmen, they're doing nothing else other than watching your guys run around behind them?
They're following orders, man. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Stand your ground!
But literally, I could stab him.
No, I actually enjoyed it. This is like the second or third time we've played this now.
Yeah,
And
it's fun.
every time I've enjoyed it. It's that activation system of whether or not units are going to activate on what you do, kind of like the Blood Bowl thing, is really interesting because you can have a double turn quite interestingly. Like if I go, I'm going to do this and fail it, and then you go and then go again and then go again.
Exactly right. I think that's the only way you're really gonna. I mean, obviously, it's a bit rock paper scissors, and there's the luck of the dice, regards to unit versus unit. So knights on spear and knights on, even your foot knights versus the crossbows. Say it is a bit rock paper scissors. But that order thing, if you start fluffing orders.
Yeah, just one bad order, and it's kind of interesting. Like you think of thematically, it's like the general shouting out what he wants to do, but no one understands what he's saying.
I quite like that, as you say, that pivotal point where I failed to get to Shiltren there. I don't think that would have actually changed the dynamics of what happened in those combats there, but it just felt thematic in the sense that your guys literally just come through the bushes. Your cavalry, which have been out of the game, we didn't even know you had knights. They just wheeled around the flank there and got me flustered. So
When
they're
they-
like, what?
And when
And
they
then
ran,
you just rolled in.
ran away as well, just like get some fresh impetus.
Yeah,
No, that was good. I really enjoyed that. I'm
enjoyed
looking
that.
forward to playing some more of this.
I'm looking forward to painting some up.
Yeah, me too. I think hopefully now that if you watch mine and Michael's Clueless Nights.
Have you ticked one of the boxes of the Clueless Knights rundown?
Not really, but what I want to do is I think for this next month's report, I'm going to show up some pictures of the spears that I've been painting. I mean, this is, I don't know if you guys can see this, and I'll put some pictures up on my Facebook page. But this is the color scheme I'm going for. For some reason, I've lost the shields to all my infantry, which is really annoying. I'm going to have to maybe go buy some more shields or something.
I'm
But
sure they're around.
I got so much stuff, like as most gamers do. I have no idea where that would
Could
be.
be anywhere.
And might take forever to find. It's rather easier just to try and get some new ones. But yeah, hopefully as the games progress, that we play more and more of this and other games from the Osprey range. We want to try some of the other games as well. I've got Dragon Rampant, which is the fantasy version here as well.
That looks quite cool.
Yeah, so we could play around with that.
Similar. You've got a little force building up, haven't you, for that?
I do,
In
yes.
a later video, I'm sure.
Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Obviously, it's a longer video because we filmed everything. We filmed, movements, dice rolls, fluffs, everything. So and obviously the video will be longer then. But comment below what you prefer. If you'd rather just focus on the more interesting action, because I mean, for the first half an hour of this video, we were just moving into position. But I find that interesting. When you're moving.
Well, I think that put across the whole 2 dice order thing. I mean, you kept fluffing, I kept fluffing, but it kept it flowing.
Yeah.
There was action on both sides, even though it was literally, as you say, just.
I feel like I'm
moving
engaged
into
all the
position.
time in this as well.
Well, yeah, it's not like
anytime you fail, they're like, oh god, it's going to be my turn any minute now.
I like that you had to think.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to think as well, but you really had to think because I was in your face.
Yes,
And it was nice to see you go, oh, well, I could do that, but I need to do that. So
and
that's quite nice.
those friggin' mounted squires were pissing me off. Constantly making my crossbowmen
They
do
did
the Benny
alright.
Hill.
That was good.
All right, well, thanks a lot, John.
All
And
right,
thanks a lot, viewers. Hope you liked that, and we'll be back with some more in the future.
See you again.
Bye.